Hey everybody, it's Kyle from Anthem with today's Anthem Tech Tip Tuesday, where we're going to discuss the differences between bi-wire and bi-amplification, and I'm going to use our Founder 100S as the example because it accepts both. You have the ability to bi-wire or bi-amp the loudspeaker. Now, one of the benefits of bi-wiring a loudspeaker is typically that you get better quality speaker cable because it can be prepared with bi-wire in mind. So in a bi-wire solution, you're going to go from one set of amplification channels on the back of your receiver or your amplifier to the back of the speaker, traveling along that entire distance, where it's going to break out at that point to a set of top and bottom speaker wire connections using bananas, spade lugs, or using raw speaker wire. On the back of the 100F that we're showing right now, you'll see that we have a top and a bottom set of binding posts. That allows us to split that frequency information and that power to the top of the crossover network and the bottom of the crossover network. So that way it's working less hard internally inside of the speaker if we were using a full range set of speaker wire that's just two conductors from the back of the amplifier channel all the way to the back of the loudspeaker, connecting to one set of binding posts and using our jumpers that we include with the speaker inside of the box. That's going to give us the benefit of having a cleaner signal path using better quality cables, using separate leads, going from the back of the amplifier, breaking out to the back of the loudspeaker. Now, of course, it's all going to be very dependent on the quality of cabling that you choose. So you want to make sure if you're looking at a single pair versus a bi-wire pair versus a bi-amplification pair of speaker wire, that you're using the same quality metals, the same quality shielding, the same quality cable geometry, so that way you truly get a benefit when you go from a full range pair to a bi-wire pair. Now there's another layer on top of that, and that's bi-amplification capabilities. That's a totally different set of circumstances. In that case, we're actually going to use two separate channels of amplification to power the bass drivers within the Founder 100F compared to the mid-range and the high-frequency tweeter in the 100F. So if you are going to use bi-amplification, you can still buy speaker wire that is prepared for bi-amplification. You want to always make sure if you are buying prepared wire that you have enough space near the amplifier and near the speaker so that you can connect it to both the output terminals of the amplifier and the input terminals on the back of the speaker's binding post. Because what you're actually going to be doing is using two channels of amplification to that one speaker. So a bi-amplify setup actually makes the speaker work even less hard and the amplifier work less hard because now we're utilizing a channel of amplification to drive our low frequency bass drivers and a channel of amplification to drive our high frequency tweeter and our mid-range driver in the Founder 100F. So we're effectively reducing the amplifier power needed to drive the entire speaker by using two channels of amplification. So it's more efficient. So you're going to get better clarity, better detail, better dynamics, so long as you're using the same quality amplifier, the same quality cables in a bi-amplification setup as you would use in either a full range setup or a bi-wire setup.